Hey, everybody, welcome back into the Chump Change Fantasy Football Podcast, the Boys Edition. So this week we are going through what happened last week in the divisional round of the playoffs and looking ahead to championship weekend. We'll find out our NFC and AFC champion. But even more importantly, this is a fantasy football podcast, so we need to check in on how we are doing around the league with the big outdoor adventure boys, as it were. So we will work our way from the bottom to the top. We'll kind of recap how many guys we got left, how last week went for us, and how we're feeling about our chances moving forward, starting with Mr. Samuel Olson.
The reason they called me the big power bottom, it's because I am the bottom of the lineup again this week. Not a bad week up for me. Old Kyron Williams put up a 27 burger, and that was actually really about it. Trevion Henderson, AJ Barner combined for like 7 points, I think. Not great. Tay getting me
3.5,
4.
actually.
Shit, I can't read. Not great. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was not a good week, but we will persevere as we did on Monday. And it's not good. It's not good.
Not liking the odds moving forward?
No, not at all.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Hey, but you got a whole 5 guys left. That's not so bad. All right, Spencer, over to you. 4th place here.
Yeah, I throwing in the towel. Sam, I'll just take last place from you.
You have to swallow a whole hot dog if you lose. You know that, right?
I mean, at this point,
High stakes.
I might as well just do a classic Costco Sam Olson and swallow 3 yards of glizzies because I seem to
It's
just
1 yard. It's 1 yard of hot dogs. A casual 1 yard.
because I just can't handle not having injuries every week so far. Nico, Kittle, Charbonnet. I mean,
You got your kickers. You got your kickers.
that's true.
CJ
I got a
Stroud did
kick.
not help you either.
I got a kicker for 1 more week. One of them's getting kicked out. Not sure which one.
Getting
But you'll
kicked
still
out.
have a kicker.
Yeah, you will. Regardless.
That means
Super
going
Bowl
to the Super
kickers
Bowl,
win the
baby.
day.
Super Bowl, baby.
But
Spencer, you're still probably gonna end up on top of me.
yeah, so I'm still thinking Rams versus Patriots for the Super Bowl, and I'll at least have potentially 3 players in the Super Bowl.
I like it. I definitely like it. Nice. Well, thanks, Spencer. Mr. Caleb, I do believe we're onto your team. With the
I'm
most
gonna.
guys remaining.
That is a positive, but on the bottom, on a sad note, darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror.
Oh, darkness, my
Because-
friend.
Because Bo Nix is out, and my hot take, I think, at the beginning of this was Bo Nix, Super Bowl MVP.
That was your hot take.
It's not impossible that he, makes a wicked recovery. Because remember, all things with God are possible. So jot that down.
Amen. Amen.
But I am liking where I am. I still have a lot between to catch you and Treyborg up at the top.
It's a lot
But,
to catch a predator.
yeah, I think I'm in really good shape. I'm hoping that Sam Darnold has an absolute great game, and I'm looking forward for Broncos and Patriots. That's going to be fun to watch.
Awesome. No, love that. That's super awesome. Then it is my team, I do believe, in the 2nd place spot currently. So I'm sitting at 341, about 111 in front of Caleb. It was a solid week last week. Kenneth Walker absolutely went off for me. 150-ish yards, 3 TDs. It was definitely a staple of last week's scoring. JSN had a fine game. I mean, 19 yards receiving, nothing to write home about, but a touchdown, so salvaged the week. Kind of similar-ish with Puka. My defenses, though, put up 52 combined points, so that was pretty cool. 28 for New England and 24 for Seattle, so that definitely propelled me last week. And I moved into this week keeping both my kickers and my defenses just for some of the steady performances and points, along with, I would argue, the top 2 receivers that were alive in the playoffs. So I like that. I like my chances. I feel good sitting around here with as many players left as I do. I got 8 guys left, which is right up there with Caleb for the most. So yeah, I like it. I feel good. Not perfect, but we'll take it, honestly, because I'm also guaranteed with the guys I have left to have at least a couple in the Super Bowl, and I like my chances there.
Nobody's perfect. You live and you work it.
Nobody's
true.
perfect.
Caleb, are we tag teaming Trevor's results as he sits on top of the leaderboard?
Let's tag team Trevor.
Feel a little lonely.
I'm gonna be the biggest player hater. Be super happy that Trevor only has, was it 2 players left?
Yeah, Trevor's got 2 players left.
Just to give your podcasters or the listeners of this podcast some lore, I don't know if you've ever played any game with Trevor, but he is always either number 1 or number 2. And it always ends up with him probably being number 1 and winning the game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a big hater here and kind of be like, yeah, I really hope he gets second place. But no, I think looking at he did just not had a great week. A lot of his boys went out. Although, I mean, Josh Allen put up a lot of good points and got his coach fired, so that's fun.
Fun for the whole family, except Sean McDermott's family.
I do
I mean, he
feel
got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks out of a bunch of Bears players. I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean,
that is true, yeah.
That's true.
this is kind of what he maxed out at.
And he got a ton of production out of Khalil Shakir. He had like 15 points last week, 14 this week. Like that was a steady little PPR pick there.
Yeah,
Caleb, I couldn't agree more. I mean, as much as I love Trevor as my friend, he wins a lot.
Yeah.
There is that reality here. And man, I mean, Matt Stafford could have put up a lot of points. That wouldn't shock me. Their defense could have a good game or two, but like, I just don't think he's got it to carry him through. Like, he lost too many dudes. For reference, last week he lost 10 guys off his squad. He went from 12 to 2 in a week. Monumental collapse.
Stafford and
2 guys left on his
Rams
team.
defense.
Yeah, he's got Matt Stafford and the Rams defense, and that's it. So
that is rough. But, you know, and
I mean, I agree with Spencer. I think, Rams Patriots in the Super Bowl is probably what we're looking at now. But even with that in mind, it'll be tough sledding for our man Trevor. Sweet. As you guys were watching last week, anything that's whether on the fantasy football side or just football watching in general side, that's stood out from any of last week's games?
I mean, I feel like the clear-cut answer is Caleb Williams' miracle haul to the end zone for the OT. I mean, I think that's probably the luckiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was pretty crazy. The way he threw that up, I assumed it was going out of bounds or like going to be picked off easily. Like that. Yeah, that play was straight up witchcraft.
And he backed
man yelled 500 and just yucked it.
Yeah, it was.
Tyreek's out there somewhere.
And I guess he is, but
someone shared in the 2014 NFC Championship game, Seahawks-Packers, when Russell Wilson just ran around like a little rabbit and just yucked one for a 2-point conversion, like 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and hit the tight end.
I forgot
to make the
about
Packers
that.
go down 3 in the fourth quarter with a minute and a half left. I was like, oh man, that's so depressing. Yeah, what a time to be alive for that one. So it reminded me of that. So it actually kind of gave me PTSD.
I felt the same way as soon as you brought it up.
Fireworks could never. So
could never. Gosh.
No, I will say though, Kenny Walker is going to have an absolute monster end of the playoffs fantasy wise without Charbot, and I think the Seahawks are going to win it all. There's my pick. It's going to be Seahawks Broncos rematch of the Super Bowl from like almost a decade ago.
Okay, we got Sam's bold prediction early. I like it.
Yeah, there you go. But bold predictions are always wrong, so fade that one, kids. Whoever's actually listening. But
the opposite.
Yeah. Randy, you should have seen it. I actually hit big on the talking thing on Prize Picks.
Really?
They didn't say Trump. I bet $20 they weren't going to say Trump during the college football podcast. Your boy made $80 on that one, so we back in.
That's incredible. Wow, I love that for you. Dang.
Yeah, so I'm only down like $60 after all my announcer bets.
It's a huge win, honestly. At the end
we
of the
back,
day.
baby. We back.
We so back. Oh my gosh, I love that.
So bad.
You can bet on announcers. That's
yeah,
cool.
you can bet on them like to say certain phrases like "what a catch," and then they kept saying "what a grab" and "what a play" instead. And I wanted to like literally just like swat them in the studio right there.
Can you bet on
Joe Buck's got a gun?
Can you bet on Tony Romo confusing Josh Allen with Patrick Mahomes?
That's more Collinsworth.
If you can bet on Collinsworth, you can bet on him to say certain players' names. I think if Collinsworth is like announcing it, you can probably bet on Mahomes being said.
I feel like him saying Patrick Mahomes has to be such a low value. Now here's a guy.
It is.
I can't see that being great odds.
I think for me to have any chance to finish second would be huge, big for the brand.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna need my like prediction to be wrong because I had Rams and Patriots winning the Super Bowl and now getting to the Super Bowl. The big game. Don't know if you can say that.
Bad Bunny will come after you.
I need the opposite, and ideally, bold prediction. Trevor finishes third.
I like that. I love the prediction.
Randy finishes first, and I finish second. Randy finishes first, I finish second, and I never let Trevor forget it.
Never forget.
I love it. Never forget. Never surrender. Something like that.
I love that. Yeah, I think as I look at last week too, I think it was very much a week where, like, unfortunately for Spencer's team, I feel like the Niners injuries just like caught up. Like they were playing above their heads for so long, considering the number of guys they were down, and yeah, they got
Oh,
thumped pretty good.
the
It's
electrical field they play next to.
it's bad,
Exactly. There's no way around that, honestly.
Well,
it's
they
bad
have
when
us
Brock
Nico
Purdy.
Collins for that next round too, and it
True.
all went downhill.
It's bad when Brock Purdy is your top rusher for the 49ers.
Yeah, that was a rough day at the office for them.
Also, is
Yeah.
CJ Stroud just smut?
That's what I was gonna bring up because, like, my man forgot how to play football last week,
Is
I
he
mean,
the new JJ McCarthy?
My man
That's-
opened
I
up
think
a
an
new
insult to JJ
turnover
McCarthy
pastry
at this point.
business.
and business is booming.
I mean, so
My
like,
man's gonna get an Arby's,
if you
Arby's
put,
commercial real soon. Turnovers.
do you think if you put
5
JJ
for 1.
McCarthy, hold on, if you put JJ McCarthy into that team, do you think they would have won that game?
No.
No,
No.
but I think you
But I
could
think they
put
lose
probably,
by less.
I
When
think you
I
could probably put like 15 other quarterbacks in that game, and it would not be as bad.
Well, is that really shocking to say there's 15 better quarterbacks than JJ McCarthy? Or not JJ?
No, CJ
Although,
Stroud.
I mean, if you're
really, that's
talking
even
2
that
years ago
shocking.
after his rookie year, yeah, I feel like people would have been very surprised by that.
I feel like he's
think
regressed.
That's what
well
I'm
that's
saying, and that's surprising because usually when a guy comes out and shines as a rookie and, like, balls out, that doesn't just stop, and the man forgets
I mean,
everything he's learned.
no, look, what were they? What was this? I forgot.
Oh, it was the, divisional round.
They made it to the divisional round, so he obviously was doing
Well, has he
something,
won a
but
playoff game every year he's been in the league? If I'm not mistaken.
I
Or
think
they
you're
not win
right.
one last
I
year?
will
you could
say the only thing
compare
I
I
would
know
add
they
though to
beat
this is,
the.
like, his defense is also a generational defense, so, like, you can get carried by that. Look at Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl. Great quarterback. He was a little washed at the end. They carried him to that last Super Bowl.
yeah,
I
but
think you can
you
make a
still need the
comparison to
offense to score
Jaden
points.
Daniels. I think all the rookie quarterbacks last year that did really well, that I think played probably above the level they were at, I think had just a sophomore slump. And I think part of it due both quarterbacks had injuries. So you have to kind
Yeah.
of keep that in mind. But again, I think you're allowed to have a sophomore slump after you're doing well, but this was more than a sophomore slump. It was
This
you
is
come
a
into
junior
school
year slump.
hungover.
We're talking about funking all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know what they do too. If you bring in a guy like as competition, like if you just say our offensive line is trash and with a better one he'll be fine. Like, I don't know. It's a weird spot for the Texans. Like their defense is locked in, so they're good there. Just figure out the rest.
Do
I
you
mean, what
bring
are you
in?
gonna really add? You're later. You're a later pick in the draft. The draft quarterbacks stink this year.
Malik
I mean,
Willis?
you might as well. I would say you just run Stroud out through his rookie contract. I mean, why not? At this point, he's cheap.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I think you could bring in somebody as a backup. I don't think you're drafting a guy with that.
But
Malik
I
Willis.
mean, Davis Mills. I feel like it's like. I mean, unless you're gonna get like someone to compete with him, which I feel like it's just like a waste of money.
Probably for
Malik
anybody you're going to
Willis.
get a waste of money or a waste of a
I
draft
mean,
pick that you should
I would
spend on.
probably rather get I'd rather just spend some money on the offensive line because that wasn't very impressive. I'll tell you what.
That's true. And I feel like that's probably the best bet too, because if you can straighten that out and he just sucks next year with a fixed offensive line, you just kind of
Yeah.
know he's the problem. And you have what you need to know. We're looking to draft a guy. We're looking to grab a guy off the open market. Like that team is built. It's just a quarterback away at that point.
Yeah.
So I like that move. Yeah. Anything else from last week at all?
The Bills coach got fired. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I don't know. I don't feel like that's McDermott's fault. Like that's a wild situation.
I mean,
there.
Goodell came down on the Bills coach because he's talking bad about the refs. Can't talk bad about the refs.
It's true. You're not supposed to.
I heard someone say that if they fired the coach, they should also let go of the manager or whatever should also be kind of let go as well.
True.
Just kind of clean house. Because I think and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just hearing this from other people and other sources, so I sound
okay.
smart. Anything I say, I heard someone else say it first. I'll cite
You
my sources.
regurgitate that gurgitation,
I
Caleb.
promise I'll cite my sources in the show notes.
Caleb, you're a scholar. You don't have to cite anything.
But I heard this from my boy Jimmy.
Hell yeah, Jimmy.
I don't
Jimmy.
know Jimmy.
Big
But,
Timothy.
I think doesn't the management mostly handle like the drafting part of it?
Typically.
No. So yeah, I feel like on that point they just been drafting really poorly. Granted, they also have later picks and not earlier picks, but I don't know. I feel like the Packers always do a decent job of drafting late, and if the Packers can do it, I feel like other teams can attempt to do it.
The
True.
Dolphins got now.
Yeah.
They got our boy.
Oh yeah. We can't. We're
Facts.
not gonna draft at all. Get rid of them.
No, I think you're right, Caleb. I also think there's something to be said for like organizational alignment and like that GM. I just feel like does not have the right stuff. I mean, I don't feel like that team was built well. Like there's glaring deficiencies that I don't feel like got addressed well. And then they came out in that press conference and like blamed it all on McDermott and the rest of that coaching staff and like called out Keon Coleman, who's still actively a receiver on their team, which was just like
Not
lit
much
that man
longer,
up.
man. Not much longer.
No, he's heading to Jacksonville in exchange for BTJ soon, but that's its own deal.
He's gonna show up on the Raiders for no apparent reason.
And I feel like things up to this point for the Bills were going really well. Like I feel like you look at any Bills social media post and it's all very positive and going and like uplifting. You look at I don't know. I am obviously didn't watch them every single game, but I feel like for the most part very positive. And then now we're kind of seeing like behind the scenes ugliness come out, which great for the neutral. Great for
True.
the neutral.
True.
Horrible if you are a Bills fan.
It's true. And again, I don't know. I get it to a point because 8 years not getting it done in the playoffs, sure. But like Josh Allen was not Josh Allen that full length of time. And also, again, like I don't know that they had every tool they need to get that job done. So my not actual bold prediction, but just something I'll throw out there so that we have receipts for this. I think McDermott gets hired this coaching cycle, and I think he's the coach in Baltimore moving forward. So that's my thoughts.
Do you think Josh Allen's going to stay in Buffalo after this next season if they don't win at all?
I think he
Yeah.
wants to. I just think it depends like who they bring in and how it
I
goes
don't
after a
think.
year.
Yeah, I'd bet on him
Yeah,
staying.
he just
Fuck
feels
it.
like a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Just feels like a Bill.
How funny it'd be if he like ended up in like
He's no Jordan.
Arizona. It's a Cardinal now.
That'd be wild. Throw Josh
That'd be
Allen
hilarious.
on the Colts. What a team that would be.
That'd be fun. I could see him doing well in the Colts. As long as he's not a bear.
AR3s.
All the same, really.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. How's he doing on your
He's
fantasy
like-
team, Sam?
There's a good chance he'll have a job next year.
If he doesn't break his other occipital bone yet,
Oh, I'm not
Who's
saying
that?
it's not gonna be on the IR, but old AR3.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Who do you think is going to be the biggest off-season moves since we're getting closer to that time?
AJ Brown to the
Ready
Pats.
Peralta.
Incoming.
Off-season for NFL.
But yeah, I think it's AJ Brown to the Pats, and then I think BTJ gets shopped somewhere for a decent price. Those are the two on my radar.
Do you think Malik Willis is gone?
I just
Yeah.
don't see how a team doesn't give him a shot. There's not enough quarterbacks out there.
You know what? I'll throw this hot take out there. I think an active head coach with one of the other 32 NFL team or however you have head coaches right now leaves to take the Bills job. I think there's going to be a traded head coach.
That's interesting.
I
Do
don't
you
know
have any
who
you don't
names
will
in
think-
get
mind?
traded, but no idea. Don't have a name. I feel like one of these head coaches is going to be like, you know what? The team I have, it's okay. But I got a Super Bowl contender right now. Maybe I can leverage myself into getting into a better coaching position.
I could see that.
How much does he have right now for taking the Giants job? Like, and then like 2 days later, the Bills job is open.
Yeah, it's a tough one, genuinely. I feel like that man just went in on that decision really quickly. Granted, I like the Giants roster, but I feel like there's a little bit of like, maybe I shouldn't have done this in like a day. Like, he was the best coach. People would have waited. Like, I don't know why he couldn't get out of the building and just like have a day to think about it.
Go to Cancun. Sit on it.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you have to see Lamar Jackson
saying.
again. You want to do
Fine.
that?
Go to Ashwaubenon. Go to go to Milwaukee for a weekend.
I
Go
like
see
it.
the Bucks play
Millie
while
Walk,
Giannis is still there.
You see him. I think they're losing
Are we
by
at last
20 right
one
now.
or-
To the,
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, let's.
uh,
A couple of you guys said it already. I don't think Spencer and I kicked ours out there yet. But real quick, we're gonna do our predictions for championship weekend. But first, quick review of last week's predictions. Got those all recorded right
God.
here. Sam said 49ers to the NFC Championship game. That was incorrect.
Holy airball.
Trevor said Bears win in a close game. That
Airbud.
was incorrect, along with Caleb saying the Bears win.
Yes.
Just in general, not correct. Spencer said the Patriots would lose. They did not. Houston imploded. And I said both 1 seeds would lose, and both 1 seeds advanced. We went
And that
for 5. Or better help, honestly, because I need it after our predictions.
and the big dumb award goes to everybody on the podcast.
Goes to the Chump Change Fantasy Football Podcast, the boys group.
If we look
They
at it
don't.
like
No
this,
one, Randy. No one come here for the correct football takes. They come here for the ambiance and the aura that we create.
That's true.
And
That's
in
so they can
charisma.
fade the crap out of all of our picks.
Yeah,
The big charismas.
looking
Oh
at
my
it this
God.
it's
week,
like it's like watching 5 blind people run into the same wall 19 times and be like, you know what? They might turn around this time. but instead they just do a 360 and walk back into the same wall.
And it's entertaining as hell.
Ideally, only
Yeah,
this
maybe.
week we get. The worst you can do this week is 2 wrong rather than 4 wrong. So there's positives.
Ooh, try me.
So yeah, hear me out. Let's throw out those bold predictions. It can be the one you said earlier in the show. It can be something new. But what do you guys got going into championship weekend?
Jarrett Stidham, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, and a win for the Broncos.
I like that. I ain't mad at that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Blake Corum with a concussion because one player every week on my team has to get injured.
Spencer's gonna fill the final form on Super Bowl Sunday. Just run headfirst into a wall.
Okay, Blake Corum concussion. That's the type of predictions we're big on here. Violence. Caleb, you got one?
I'm gonna say Bo Nix won't be in a booth, but he'll be on the sideline with his team, and Drake May will probably have some cookies baked for him by his girlfriend to pass out with the members of the team after they lose. Go Broncos.
That's
I
a
like
fun
it.
snack.
Drake May girlfriend
That's a
cookies.
good. That's a
That's a-
fun
But you said they're
snack.
going to lose. That means the Patriots lose. You taking that, Caleb?
Pats are gonna lose, and Bo Nix is going to not be in the booth. He's gonna be on the sideline with his team because, again, he's got that dog in him. Plus, as we all know, Bo Nix's
Got
mom
that Patriot in him.
is the best predictor, and she always says that they're gonna win. So I trust Bo Nix's mom.
I like it.
It's a segment brought to you by mothers.
Love it.
Mother's polish.
I do think the Rams beat the Seahawks. I don't see
I
the
do
Seahawks.
too. That's part of my prediction for this week. It is a fantasy football podcast first and foremost. So I'm gonna say that between the 2 receivers on my squad, Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba, they're gonna combine for over 250 rushing/receiving yards collectively. Over between them again, I'll go with over 12 catches collectively and 3 or more touchdowns collectively. They're going to pop off. Puka's going to have the slightly better day, propel his team to the Super Bowl.
I think Puka actually flops and Adams leads the charge.
Thank you. I need that.
I don't hate that. I love Devontae. I want to see him get his ring, but I've already spoken the take into the universe and I can't take it back now.
Can I make
Here's
a
my
Trevor's take?
NFL
for everything
touchdown
in the
ticket.
world.
Terrence Ferguson, tight end Rams, anytime touchdown ticket. Bet it, fade it.
Fading
make
it right
a-
now.
Can I make Trevor's hot take since he's not here?
Yeah, please.
All right.
We need a
Trevor's
fifth.
hot, Trevor's hot take.
That's
Trevor's
not a
hot
hot
take
take. It's
is
just facts.
both of his remaining players, player and defense will be gone by the Super Bowl. That's his hot take. Trevor's betting
So
against himself.
Trevor has the Rams losing. You heard it here first from Caleb.
Yep. And that's an inside scoop.
Sweet.
I have bugged their house, not with cameras, but with actual bugs, and that's what they're telling me.
I like that. I love that. Sound like a
What
little
kind of
Morse
bugs?
code from the old termites. But
It's a poop lettuce.
that's what we got this week. Thanks so much, guys, for listening in. Hope you enjoyed the recap of the divisional round. Getting ready for championship weekend. Enjoy that. It's a great weekend of football seeing what comes out of each conference and find out what our Super Bowl showdown is going to be. And with that, thanks so much for being a part of our team here at the Chump Change Fantasy Football Podcast. We will see you later.
Go Broncos.
Let's go.